Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. Divine honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and taught me this truth. And a sincere peace, blessings, and salutations to your Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing this knowledge and truth and this sincerity. It's their brother Barzal from the GMS Arizona Camp, Lord Will, with another quick lesson to edify. I just want to play this video. It's been going around the brotherhood, and in this short clip, there's a lot of information, and that pertains to this devil's plans, and ultimately what this devil is planning to do to fulfill his new world order. And it aligns directly with biblical prophecy, the level of destruction, the level of death that this devil is planning to unleash on this planet Earth in order to accomplish his plan, in order to accomplish his goal, which is to establish a one world government in which he's in control, and all people, all right, that are on the planet Earth are under his subjection, by way of his technology, which is going to be the charagma, okay, spoken about in Revelations, the 13th chapter. This is the way that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, plans to control every single individual that lives on this planet Earth under his one world government. This is ultimately what this devil wants to do. This is what he wants to accomplish. And so we're going to play this video clip, and we'll grab a few scriptures, and that'll be the lesson. But, listen closely to what this devil says in this video. These are things that the prophets have been speaking about for years. And the devil often puts these things in the movies, in entertainment, right in front of your face, even though these are things that he actually plans on doing. This is one of the ways that this devil basically prophesies, and it's a form of mockery. Okay, so we'll play the clip, grab some scriptures, and close out.
Malcolm, you have a lot on your mind.
The sustainable population of our planet is no more than 500 million.
And where...
All right, and that's the Georgia Guidestones right there. Brothers have been bringing that out for years. When you look at the Georgia Guidestones, it says one of the goals of the New World Order is to reduce the population to 500 million. All right? So keep going.
Willing to kill 7 billion.
Well, most of those lives aren't worth living. The mass of humanity in Africa, India, and China, they live in squalor. They'd be better off dead. The world would be better off without them.
And America will be first.
Yes, well, as our friend Henry Kissinger said, a strong America is the only thing standing in the way of a new world order.
And that's why this is going to be the main target. The scriptures talk about how Babylon had been a golden cup, all right? Jeremiah 51:7, it says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Why is all the earth drunken? Off of what? Babylon, which is talking about Babylon the Great. All the earth is following after Babylon's ways. Babylon is the standard, all right? And it pushes its ways on all the other countries, all right? Because why? We have the power, we have the military might, and we control the dollar. So we can enforce our way upon every nation. They have to follow after us in our ways. Okay, so all the earth has been drunken off of the ways of Babylon the Great. Read on, it says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, meaning crazy. You know, the nations has gone crazy because they drunk off of that Babylonian juice, man. They drunk off of that wine of Babylon. But soon the nations are gonna turn away and look at Babylon the Great in resentment and look to destroy this place, because that wine is gonna become bitter and become sour, and they're gonna wake up from that spell, okay, and then view Babylon the Great, which is America, as the enemy, and they're gonna seek to destroy it. So let's go back to the video.
World order. We have foreign troops on the ground now, under the UN banner. The country only needs a little chaos.
The American people are resilient. What's to come if the citizens rise up?
Yes, well, when parents see their children starving and families hauled away to FEMA camps for imprisonment or worse, then yes, we expect some resistance at first. But the vanity of nationalism will quickly fade. The people will beg for help. Any help. These are but the birth.
And that's why this devil is going to manufacture calamities. And any of you that look for the same devil that created the calamities for the solution are going to get caught in the trap and the snare. You know? This is Isaiah 31:1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Egypt meaning, bondage. Okay, and this is where we serve bondage the same way that we serve hardcore captivity under the Egyptians in Egypt. All right, so, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, symbolic of America. You run to this government, the authorities, looking for help, looking for assistance, looking for the solution to the chaos that's getting ready to unfold in this place, then that's going to be your downfall. It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. All right. So, destruction to anybody that goes down to Egypt for help. Why? Because the help that they're going to provide isn't going to be help at all. Is ultimately going to be a trap and a snare to seal your fate, to seal your destruction. Okay? Because this devil can never be trusted. You can read about that in Sirach. What is that? The 2nd chapter. All right. Let's get it real quick. You see? The 12th chapter, as a matter of fact. So Sirach 12 verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped away a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. All right, so ultimately, this devil will come to you with sweet words and soft speech, and try to make you comfortable, but inwardly he's seeking to slay you. All right. Let's get that real quick. Psalms 55:21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. You can never forget that about this devil. He has a perpetual hatred for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? You heard in the beginning of the movie when they were talking about killing 7.5 billion people to get the population down to that 500 million number that they're seeking after. That the majority of the useless eaters, the majority of those that they deem basically to be better off dead are the majority, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites. You're the ones that they're going to target and try to kill off first. So war is in this man's heart when it comes to the children of Israel. It says his words were softer than oil. See, he's gonna come with them soft words. They're gonna sound good. You know, they're gonna sound convincing. You know, but the devil is what is set up to deceive. You can't fall for his deception. It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See that? They're still gonna have that sword to stab you in the back as soon as they get opportunity, man. No matter what the fuck they saying out of their mouth, that war is still in their heart. They're still trying to seek a way to slay you. Okay, so let's go back to the video.
These are but the birth pangs of change. Birth pangs of a new world order.
Real problem is this, James. In 2 decades, there will be 7 billion human beings on this planet. Most of them brown, yellow, or black. All of them hungry. All of them determined to love. Swarm out of their breeding grounds into Europe and North America. Hence Vietnam. All-out effort there will give us control of South Asia for decades to come. And with proper planning, we can reduce the population to 550 million by the end of the century. I know. I've seen the data.
We sound rather like gods reading the Doomsday Book, don't we?
Well, someone has to do it.
See, and that's ultimately what this devil believes, man. They believe that they and what they're trying to do is set themselves up as the God on this planet Earth. What is that? Let me see. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Perdition means destruction. And who is the man of sin that's being revealed in this time is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, he is the son of destruction, the son of perdition. All right, and this is also what the so-called white man is trying to do with his plans for this NWO and you know, mandating that charagma. Okay, that all of you take it. Okay, which is a physical thing. It's not spiritual. It's a physical thing. They're going to implant a physical electronic grain of rice into each and every individual. And that's going to be a requirement to be a part of the new society, the new way of living, this digital, you know, system that they're getting ready to roll out. That's the only way for you to be a part of it. It's the only way for you to be able to live and survive within their system. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." That's why he's saying somebody got to do it. Because the guy was like, man, you know, we making these plans and, you know, talking about killing 7 billion people. We sound like gods, you know, and that's ultimately who they believe that they are. They really feel that way. These so-called, you know, white folks and the elite of Esau Edom. That's how they feel about themselves, you know, and the Lord is allowing them to be lifted up with pride so that he can just destroy them and bring them low. You know, it just makes for a harder fall. So he's allowing this devil to get puffed up like that just so he can take them out. Okay, but this is talking about the so-called white man, Esau Edom. You heard it in the video, you know, and but anyway, let's get this last scripture, and now I'm going to close it out with this because this is what this devil does. This is Micah 2:1 says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. The Lord gave this earth over into the hands of the wicked. And this is what they planning to do with that power that they've been given. They plan to destroy the mass majority of the population so they have a smaller number that they can control in their new world order. Okay, and that's ultimately what they planning to do. And in order for them to accomplish that, it's going to have to be a whole lot of killing of the people that's currently populating the earth. All right. And anyway, like I said, I saw that video. A whole lot was said in that video pertaining to biblical prophecy. And how many videos and movies do this devil has to put out where he's saying these same things. It's a viral clip about Bill Gates was talking about how they was going to reduce the population using, vaccine and so on and so forth. They continually tell you what their plans are. And, most of you blind ass people that don't know what the hell is going on are just going to fall right into that trap, man, like a dumb blind sheep. Okay. And so, hey, and that's to your own destruction. Through your own ignorance, you're going to be destroyed. So anyway, man, I saw that video and wanted to do a little something quick on the Lord willing. This was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.